Hello and welcome to the look ahead for Tuesday, the 23rd of July with me, Fiona Cincotta, Senior Market Analyst at City Index. So in the European session, we'll be watching Eurozone consumer confidence. In the US session, we've got existing home sales. The economic calendar, all in all, is relatively quiet, but a lot of attention will be on earnings as we have, after the close in the US, Tesla and Alphabet. Also in the US session, we've got Visa reporting. And in Europe, we'll have numbers from LMVH. So let's just kick off with Tesla and what we'll be expecting from earnings, Q2 earnings. EPS expected to come in at 61 cents, and that's versus 91 cents in the same period a year earlier. But it's up significantly from the 45 cents EPS, which was posted in Q1. As far as revenue is concerned, look out for a revenue of 20.16 billion. And that's down around 5% from the same period last year, but up 16% from Q1. This comes as deliveries came in at around 444,000. Again, down around 5% from Q2 last year. The earnings come, though, as we see the share price rise. But just to go into a little bit more depth about what's been happening, we've seen, fierce competition in Tesla. We've also seen these higher interest rates have meant that sort of, it's the less accessible the cars as credit is more expensive. And also, we've seen Tesla losing market share. However, there is some optimism that the Federal Reserve will be cutting rates soon, which could help support demand for these cars. If we just have a look at the share price, this is on the daily chart. It rose to $270 just recently. I mean, the share price has risen. It's around 25% so far in July. So it's had a very strong run higher. Just eased off at the moment, but it's risen above that falling trend line, which dates back to 2021. It's also above the 200 SMA. It's just consolidating below that 270, bringing the RSI out of overbought territory. I think on the upside, next level to be looking for is that $300. That was a level that was last seen in the summer of 2023. On the downside support, I think we'll be looking around this area here, which is around the 230, which is that falling trend line. Below there, watch out for the 206, which is the 200 SMA. As I said, we've also got Alphabet that's reporting as well. If we just have a quick look, with Alphabet, we're expecting earnings to actually fall compared to last year, although revenue is expected to be higher. We just have a look here at what's going on with the share price. Again, it's trading just eased off that all-time high that it met there at 191. Found support on the 50 SMA, and that seems to have offered support right now as we see that move higher. But I think let's just take a look at what all this means for the S&P 500, because there's quite a lot that investors are weighing up at the moment. Because not only have we got these earnings coming out, we've also got these latest developments surrounding the US election, where Biden has stepped down from the race for the presidential elections in November and has endorsed Kamala Harris, who it looks like is likely to get the nominee. Is likely to get the Democrat nomination, but that hasn't yet been confirmed. So there still is a little bit of uncertainty surrounding that. We won't really find out that until August, most likely. So the market's really just been weighing up what all this means as far as that Trump trade that we'd seen, and as far as sort of, that rotation out of tech that we've also seen. And we've got core PCE data this week as well. So much for the market to be weighing up. There's a lot of moving parts this week. If we just have a look at the S&P 500, it's come off its all-time high that we saw it reached last week. That was the 56 56.70, and it's fallen below that rising trend line, near-term rising trend line, which just dates back to mid-April. Now, if we continue to see a sell-off here, then I'd be watching out for this level here, which is around the 54.40 level. That was the lows that we saw at the end of June, also the July low. But if we do manage to get a pushback above this rising trend line, then that does bring the all-time high of 56.70 back into focus. So I do hope that you've liked what you've seen. And if you do, then please do give this video a like. And if you would like to see more videos like this, then please do subscribe.